what smells? Is it you, Mr. Wiggles? No, it's this. This is a letter that the artist and this group, Fix the Ticks, has sent to these honorable senators. And let me tell you why this bill stinks. Here's what happened in a nutshell. Taylor Swift 2 years ago had a tour. It sold out instantaneously. People were upset. They couldn't get their tickets. Prices went sky high. People were outraged. They contacted their senators. They contacted everybody they know. They complained. And now what we got is a lot of people trying to change the ticket business. They're trying to fix the ticks, as they say here. But what they're doing, is it really trying to fix the ticks? Or is it a self-interest group? Let me tell you what's going on here. So today, Mr. Wiggles and I are going to explain to you our thoughts about what this really is all about, this Fix the Ticks bill. So first off, this letter was signed by 250 artists, has sent this letter to the Honorable Ted Cruz and Honorable Maria Cantwell of the U.S. Senate. Okay, so 250 artists. Wow, that sounds great, right? It sounds like it's really important people are on here, right? Very famous artists are on here, right? Like maybe Bruce Springsteen, Elton John, Bon Jovi, Bono. No, they're not. There's like 3 people on this list that you've ever heard. Mr. Wiggles, have you ever heard of Rebecca McDaniel, Reckless Kelly, or Renee Bonnet, for example, just at random? No, you haven't? Me neither. Have you heard of Ashima Brothers, Parker Millsap, Patricia Kidd, Paul Thomas, Peter Case, Peter Hospital, Phil Johnson? Have you heard of any of these guys? Mr. What are you doing back there? Anyway, he hasn't heard of these people. I haven't heard of these people. In fact, out of the 250 people that are on this list, and which just goes on for a couple pages here of all these artists that signed this bill, guess what? I've heard about 3 of them. Billie Eilish, I heard of Green Day and the Pixies. Maybe there's a couple others that you've heard of, but to be honest with you, no, I haven't heard of any. How about John Burstyn, or Jose Quick, or Jadi Jager, or Julia Michaels? I can go on and on. Bottom line is, they want to impress you with a number. 250 artists signed this bill, but do you know any of these artists? Really, do you? Can you name more than 5 of these artists that you know? I bet you can't. All right, anyway, so let me go through line by line the bullet points that they're trying to sell you, honorable senators. Okay. The relationship between artists and fans, which forms the backbone of the entire music industry, is severed. No one cares more about fans than the artist. When predatory resellers scoop up face value tickets ahead of fans in order to resell at inflated prices on the secondary market, artists lose the ability to connect with their fans who cannot afford to attend. Oh my gosh, what a bunch of crap that is. Are you actually believing that? If the artists cared about connecting with their fans, they would lower their prices. But they don't lower their prices. In fact, they've been raising their prices on and on. Every single year, prices go higher and higher. I'm talking about the face value. I'm not talking about the resale prices. Yeah, the resale prices are going to go up also with the face value, because they have to mark up those tickets higher because the face values have gotten out of control. So this line here is complete malarkey, bullarchy, whatever word you want to call it that I can get away with. I'm going to say it because it's a lot of bull. Right, Mr. Wiggles? He agrees. Okay. No one cares more about the fans than the artists. I mean, give me a break. You know what they care about? The artists care about themselves. Okay, they're no different than anybody else in business. They are in business and they care about making money. This is not a charity. This is not government work. This is a business, okay? Artists care about making money and they want to make, guess what? As much money as possible. And you know what else? They recently said, Bruce Springsteen recently said, when he saw prices of his going for $5,000, he said, why should the brokers get all the money? He wants the money. It's not like he's saying, oh, let's lower our prices so the fans can get it. He's saying what all the other artists are actually thinking too. He's saying, you know what? These ticket brokers, these ticket resellers are making all this extra money over what we're charging. So instead of giving it to them, give it to us. They're not saying, oh, we want to lower the prices. We're going to say we want to distribute that money instead of to the brokers to our own pockets. Are we correct, Mr. Wiggles? He completely agrees with me. All right, anyway. Fans are lured in by deceptive URLs and advertising tactics which disguise resale and ticket consumers into paying 20 times face value, often while face value tickets are still available from the venue. they must think that the fans are a bunch of stupid idiot morons. You stupid? You stupid? That's what they're saying. Their fans are stupid, that they can't tell the difference between a resale ticket and a regular ticket. You got to be an idiot not to be able to figure that out. And you know what? You can't regulate, you can't put laws on stupid. First off, there are already laws on the books about deceptive business practices. If a company is going to advertise on a website that's going to pretend to be like the box office or the artist, then that company should be called out by the real artist, by the venues. They should call them out. You don't need a law. You don't need the government to regulate. That's already on the books anyway. And there's all kinds of civil laws that can protect consumers from that. Does the government need to have this as another policing effort? Does this government need to police the internet to determine fake websites or deceptive URLs? Is that something necessary for the government to be involved in? Or should a company that has a website regulate? That's what's required right now. Companies have to regulate their own URLs. There's no government agency that has to do that for you. In fact, it's basically what I'm trying to say. Excuse Mr. Wiggles, he doesn't understand it. He's on TV right now. Look there. See? Say hello to the senators, because they will listen to you. They're not going to listen to, hopefully they're not going to listen to Billie Eilish and all these other people who are self-interested in making more money for themselves. Okay, they want to disguise this as it's helping the fans. It's not helping the fans. It's helping themselves. Okay. Speculative tickets. I really have a problem with this one. When a predatory, listen to the wording they use, when a predatory reseller, okay, the predatory, like, oh, they're hiding in the alleys, trying to fake people out. I mean, just the wording that they're using, it's outrageous. Lists tickets for a show before they go on sale, or does not have the ticket in hand, are intentionally deceitful and too often result in fans showing up at the venues without a valid ticket. What a bunch of bull that is. There is absolutely zero proof that this is being done. There's no proof at all. If this was true, there would be a line at the box office every single show of people getting ripped off, not being able to get in because of speculative tickets. It's not true. The bottom line is that, I mean, if you've done any research at this at all, you would understand that the companies that list these speculative tickets are big, legitimate companies like StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticket Network. These are huge companies now, okay? How do these companies get so big? Because they're meeting a demand from the consumer, from the fans who can't get tickets because they're sold out. They need an alternative ticket solution. And a lot of times they can't, since you can't get your tickets because they sell out, you need a legitimate resale source to get them. And these companies provide that. Now, these companies, it's in their best interest to police their sellers, to make sure that they're not selling fake tickets, to make sure that their sellers are not selling fake tickets, because that would come back to them, right? They don't want to have people coming back to them. They want to build a business based on referrals, not based on problems. They're going to let their customers buy tickets that their fans are not going to get in, okay? It's just simply not true. They're making outrageous statements to make you sign this bill, which only serves their best interest, not the interest of the fans. What are speculative tickets? So they say, oh, they're selling tickets that they don't have in hand. So what? So what? Every day, carpenters sell cabinets that they don't have yet. Every day, bakers sell cakes that they don't have yet. They're selling them. They're going to make them. They're going to give them to you. These people sell the tickets and they give you the tickets. If they weren't doing that, they would be sued constantly. They wouldn't have good ratings with a Better Business Bureau. They would have no customers. They'd go out of business. They would not be in business for years, for decades. They're in business for decades because they're serving a need for consumers. Not every consumer is going to go to a ticket reseller. No, not every consumer is going to afford a ticket resales, but consumers want choice. That's what this is all about, choice. You're taking choice away. If you take speculative tickets away, you're taking choice away. Why would you want to buy a speculative ticket? I buy speculative tickets. Why? Because I want to plan for my events for the future. I want to plan my travel arrangements, my hotel arrangements, my airfare. Okay, I want to go to a Broadway show in December. Okay, I want to be able to buy my ticket, my hotel now when I can get a good price. I don't want to wait for the tickets to go on sale. The other thing about waiting for the tickets to go on sale, that only enriches who? Ticketmaster and the box office, okay? It has no enrichment at all to the fan. The fan loses. Why? If a show is going on sale, if that's the only time that I'm allowed to buy a ticket because of this law, then that means I have to be available when that ticket goes on sale. What happens if I have to work that day? What happens if I have to take Mr. Wiggles to the veterinarian that day? What happens if I have something else to do? Or I don't even want to do anything. I don't want to buy my ticket through Ticketmaster. I should have a choice. What this bill does, empowers Ticketmaster even more than they are right now. It forces the fan to only buy their ticket from Ticketmaster when the show goes on sale. Guess what? I will not be available when the show goes on sale. Now what am I going to do? Oh, I have to wait for it to go on sale. Now I'm facing thousands of other people who are doing the same thing, trying to scramble to get that ticket. Oh, they can't get it. They go to a ticket broker site. Prices are way up. Okay. Whereas I could have bought that ticket in advance and had an option to pay what I thought was a fair price, if it's more or less than what's on the face value of the ticket. This gives me no option. This only enriches the artist further and empowers Ticketmaster and the box office even more. It gives the fan zero choice, no choice. Mr. Wiggles is so upset about this, he can't even speak anymore. All right. Predatory resellers do not invest in creating a great live experience or fostering the live music ecosystem. They simply profit off the hard work of artists, venues, and the crew. Wow, what a bunch of crap that is also. Wow, this bill is smelling even more than dog poop. Sorry, no offense, Mr. Wiggles. Anyway, well, first of all, they're saying, this is like saying that a travel agent provides no service because they're not in the travel industry, not enriching the travel industry. They're charging a service charge to give customers good advice, but they're not really helping the industry because they're in a predatory business because they're not helping the travel industry. They're basically insulting every consulting kind of business that's out there, saying they provide no value. Okay, the fact of the matter is, ticket resellers, ticket brokers, I think provide a great service. You know why? Because Ticketmaster provides zero service. Let's say you have a question about your ticket, or let's say you want to buy your ticket over the phone. Try to do that with Ticketmaster. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Mr. Williams, here, I'm getting you in on this. I triple dog dare you. You can't buy a ticket over the phone with Ticketmaster. It just does not exist. You can't do it. There's no options anymore to do that. Okay? Ticketmaster, you have to buy online. If you need help with your tickets, guess what happens? You have to go fill out a little chat box. You can't consult with a human being, and the chat box will get back to you by email within a day. Okay, but you can't have a real live conversation about something. Let's say you want advice about where to sit in an arena and a stadium. Where are the best seats? Try calling Ticketmaster, getting some advice from them. You can't get that advice from them. They don't give it. They don't have it. You need a consultant, like a ticket broker. Listen, this also ties in again to the speculative tickets. Okay, so the ticket reseller who's listing the speculative tickets is actually performing a service. Okay, he's performing the buying end of the business for you. Okay, you don't want to wait online. You don't want to have to jump through all the hoops that Ticketmaster makes you jump through. So instead of that, you have somebody who's willing to do that for you, who's for a price, and the prices that you agree to. Okay, and everything is fully disclosed. These sellers disclose that these are, they call them zone tickets or category tickets or speculative, whatever wording that they want to use, it's disclosed. It's not like it's hidden, that they're trying to deceive anybody. It's all out there in black and white, fully transparent. So I don't know what they're talking about here. They make it sound like the fan is they make it sound like the fans are a bunch of morons, okay, that they can't think straight. They could think just as clear as anybody else. In fact, if it wasn't for the fans, these artists would be out in the street doing nothing. In fact, resellers and secondary ticketing platforms often profit more from the artist's work than the artists themselves. Woo! Wow! Think about that for a minute. Okay, so artist says, I want to make $3 million to play at this venue tonight. $3 million. Then, that's a couple $1 million because they charge that much money. You do the math. 50,000 people, $150 a ticket, that's $7 million. Pay off all the other artists, fans, whatever, the crew. I'm sure that artist ends up with $3 million in his pocket after playing in a stadium that holds 50,000 people. Okay, you're going to tell me that a ticket broker or reseller is making more than $3 million? No, I don't think so. In fact, when I look at a show and I see the red dots on Ticketmaster's site, they have blue dots, which is the primary market site, and the red dots are the reseller sites. I would say on average, there's like 10 to 20% are red dots, okay? So that is not the entire venue. That is a fraction of the venue that are on the resale sites, okay? Normally they're priced higher, a lot higher than the regular price, sometimes lower. I bought tickets for less than face value. The point of it is, the statements that they made are The statements that are being made in this letter are designed to incite you, to make you think that this law is going to change everything. People are never going to get sold out again. Prices are going to go way down. Everybody's going to be able to afford it. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. Everything's going to be great. That's what they're trying to make you believe. But I guarantee you, if this law passes, the fans are going to get screwed completely because they're going to have no choice. They're going to have zero options. They're going to have to wait for tickets to go on sale to the public before they can buy anything. It's going to take away the fan rights that we have right now, that we're not able to buy these kind of tickets when we want to buy them, who we want to buy them from. It's going to force our hand to go to Ticketmaster and wait on their lines and go through all their hoops and get more frustrated and watch their dynamic pricing go higher and higher and higher. This letter is designed to make you feel bad for the artists, that they're not getting anywhere near the amount of money that they should, because the ticket resellers are making all the money and they're not making the millions of dollars that they're entitled to. Give me a break. This, by the way, this Fix the Ticks bill, this is supported by Ticketmaster, by the venues, by producers, promoters. This is not supported by fans, okay? It sounds wonderful. It's like the kid that's running for school election, and he promises there's going to be no tests and no homework, and I'm going to give chocolate milk and cookies to everybody for lunch, okay? That's what it sounds like. That's what you're hearing. But you're not hearing the reality. The reality is this bill takes away fan choice. It forces you to buy your tickets only when they go on sale. It forces you to buy your tickets from Ticketmaster or the box office and makes you jump through all kinds of hoops. You have to be there when it goes on sale. You got to wait in line. You got to fill out all kinds of forms, verification forms, this, that nonsense. It doesn't help. We've already tried it their way. Their way doesn't help. Yeah, but the only way to fix it is to get more competition in the ticket business. Right now, Ticketmaster has zero incentive of getting rid of bots, okay? Instead, punish Ticketmaster for allowing bots in. Don't make it so everybody else in the whole world has to pay the price because Ticketmaster is incompetent. That's ridiculous. This bill is ridiculous. It's the furthest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's why I'm so outraged by this bill. Listen, I do reviews, and I'm going to review this bill right now. And this bill stinks. It smells so bad. And I just can't even believe that you guys are, you're intelligent. You're faced with these kind of bills every single day, I'm sure. You have to see both sides. This bill is the exact same thing as the kid running for school office, saying, promising no homework, no testing, free chocolate milk, free cookies. This bill is promising everything and delivering nothing. It's never going to stop the problem of shows selling out. It's never going to do that, okay? And it's never going to stop the problem of prices going up. The only way prices will go down is when people, fans, stop paying ridiculous prices. Then when they say no. And guess what? Dynamic pricing is about that, okay? At some point, Ticketmaster just keeps raising the price so much, people are going to go, wait, I'm not paying it. And guess what they can do? They can lower the pricing. I don't like dynamic pricing in terms of the primary market. I don't think it's fair because the primary market has an unfair advantage. The primary market creates artificial demand for a show, okay? They know exactly how many people are online or in the queues. They make the prices go up to justify it. They say, oh, look at all the people in the queue, so therefore we could justify our supply and demand pricing, our marketplace pricing, and the prices just go way, way up. I think prices are ridiculous. You can't regulate that, however. Part of having a free market is that the prices are going to be high. But when they get too high, the prices can also go down. And that's what they should do. When Ticketmaster uses dynamic prices and they charge ridiculous amounts of money, the prices should come down. Okay, that's what dynamic pricing should do. Most cases they go up, but they should allow prices to go down. I am not in favor of the government being involved in the ticket business. Why? I think there are much further problems in the world out there with veterans, homeless, crime. If you're telling me that all those problems have been solved and you want to get the government involved in the ticket business, fine. The ticket business is not a necessity for life. This is a luxury item. People are not required to go to shows. This is something you do by choice. You can choose to go to a show. You can choose to pay a lot. You could choose to pay a little. You want to have choice, okay? But the government, should the government be regulating the ticket business? I think not. I think that the ticket business should regulate itself. The big companies that are involved in the reselling of tickets are regulating things behind the scenes right now that you don't even know about. They're not letting sellers in who are not reputable. It's in their best interest. I believe in best interest. Your own best interest determines the outcome. If the sellers are selling fraudulent tickets, they won't be in business very long. People won't go there anymore. They won't be allowed to charge. The credit card companies will say, no, you can't stay in business anymore if you're ripping people off. Okay, so These companies have been growing and growing and growing because they're meeting a demand that is needed because Ticketmaster has a monopoly on the ticket business. The artists want to get more and more money. Prices go higher and higher and higher. These things can't be regulated. The only thing you can do is say, you know what, let the market take care of the market and the prices will come down. The more things that you do to regulate things, the harder it is for the fan to get the tickets, and therefore prices go up. If you're going to regulate anything, regulate the problems that Ticketmaster and the artists are causing by taking things away from the fans. For example, fans want to have the right to transfer their ticket to whoever they want, whenever they want. Okay? Right now, some of the artists are saying, no, you can't do that. When you buy the ticket, it's yours. Use it or lose it. I don't want that option. I want the freedom to take my ticket and give it to Mr. Wiggles or whoever the heck I want to give it to. I don't want Billie Eilish or anybody else telling me, no, you can't do that. Why should they take that away? It's my money. I'm buying your ticket. Now it's my ticket. I should do whatever I want with that ticket. If I want to give it to somebody or sell it to somebody, my choice be my choice as the fan, the consumer. I should have the right to determine what I do with my ticket. It should not be in the artist's hands. Once I buy that ticket, it should be my ticket. And I should have that right to determine what to do with it. The other thing they do, and if you want to pass law, this law you should pass. When I buy a ticket, I want that ticket right away. Why do I have to wait? Right now, Billie Eilish tickets are going on sale, and she's saying that they have to wait until like a week before the show before she's going to give us the ticket. How's that helping anybody? That frustrates fans. It doesn't help fans. Why should I have to wait? They're afraid that the tickets are going to end up in the hands of a reseller. So what? So what? You should not have the right to take away my ticket transfer right, and you should not have the right to delay when I get that ticket. If you're going to pass laws, and some states have already did it, like New York and Colorado, etc., those states say, you know what, the fan should control the ticket, not the artist and not Ticketmaster. If you're going to pass laws, put the rights back in the hands of the fans. Don't let Ticketmaster control the ticket, and don't let the artist control the ticket. The ticket should be the owner's ticket, the fan's ticket, not the artist and not Ticketmaster. This bill just takes away so many things from the fan. It's full of malarkey. This bill is bull. They should call it the ticket bull, not the ticket bill. Okay, what I would do if I were you, if I were a senator, Honorable Ted Cruz or Honorable Maria Cantwell, or any other senators who are thinking about changing the ticket business, really think about what you're doing here. Are you believing this stuff that these artists are sending you and then Ticketmaster is behind, which only enriches the artist and Ticketmaster? Oh, and by the way, with speculative tickets, if you buy one of these category tickets or zone tickets from one of these resellers, and for some reason the seller doesn't come through, you get double your money back. Do they tell you that? They're not telling you any of that here. They make it sound like, oh, these guys are selling tickets and everybody's going to the box office with these fake tickets and they're not getting in. They're being turned away. That's what it makes it sound like, but it's the furthest thing from the truth. Maybe there is one or two people that get turned away because they didn't buy their tickets from a legitimate source, from a reseller, from a known reseller who's a member of like the associations that these guys belong to or whatever. The fact of the matter is that this letter is inciting you to make a decision about this bill, and this letter is full of baloney. Okay, it's full of baloney. It stinks. It's not factual. It's made to trigger your emotions to think you're helping the fans, when in fact, the only thing this bill does is hurt the fans. If you're going to pass laws that help the fans, give them choice. Fans want choice. That's what this bill should be about, choice. This bill takes away all the choice. It enriches the artists and empowers Ticketmaster. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and follow, and we'll see you guys on the next Sunny Reviews. And by the way, for the score for this bill, I'm going to give this bill a 0 because this bill stinks.
Hey, it's over. Go home. But before you do, if you'd like to see our next video, like and subscribe and click the little bell notification on YouTube, or like and follow on Facebook. Now go home.